a food poisoning point of view, these are at-risk ones, all right? And these are here because they're oily fish, all right? And not the oily fish, it's oil, high in oil, they're high in fat, so there's a rancidity issue as well as the general spoilage issues. So that is a what?
Mackerel.
This is a what?
Kipper.
Which is a what?
A monk's kipper.
A what?
A monk, isn't it a monk's kipper?
That's what I said.
Well, it could be Scottish kipper, but what is a kipper?
Oh.
It's a smoked... No, it's a smoked mackerel. It's a smoked mackerel.
Herring.
Yeah, it's a herring. So if you look it over, okay, it's a big version of that. Okay?
Oh, I thought that was a sardine. It is. Oh, was it?
So herring and sardines, the same thing?
No, but I don't get too hung up about in exams is sardine or herring. That's fine. Because you've got sprats as well, can you?
Oh,
Sprats
those
can be...
tiny ones.
Yeah, which is, could be grown up. So these are herring. And then they grow up into bigger herrings and all the rest of it. But if you said sardines, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to get hung up about
But it's
that.
only a kipper once it's been smoked?
Yes. Yes, there's no such thing as a kipper swimming around the sea.
I thought there was.
Right?
Okay.
Okay.
What is it then? When it's not smoked, what is it?
A herring.
Herring. I thought that was a bird.
A kipper is a smoked herring.
Yeah, that's why we're confused, because
Right. Now, these fish are grouped together. All right? The mackerel, the kippers, the herrings, sardines. We've got mackerel fillets there. We've got salmon. We could have tuna, but that's all I could afford. in the tin, all right? And they're the ones associated with a certain type of food poisoning. And if you're going to see food poisoning in this country, it's usually from this group of fish, the oily fish, all right? And that food poisoning is called scromatotoxic food poisoning. So it's a toxin. It's not bacteria, it's not viruses, it's a toxin, it's a poisonous chemical. A bit like our DSP, PSP from the shellfish, produced by plankton. This toxin is naturally occurring in these fish. Right? And it's to do with the enzyme that's in these fish. And in the oily fish, you get in the live fish an enzyme called histidine. Right? Histadine. On death of the fish, enzyme changes as a result of the intervention of spoilage bacteria. And there's a conversion of the histidine, something you will know of, histamine. Antihistamine. Yeah? So the histamine is the chemical that causes harm. As little as 50 parts per million is enough to provoke a reaction. And that level is small enough that it looks normal, it tastes normal, it smells normal. So I can't filter out, I can't say, look, I just, you know, if I eat that, something's going to happen. So it's classical food poisoning, looks normal, tastes normal, yeah. Alright? Rapid onset, it can be as little as 10 minutes, up to 3 hours, but it lasts usually only about 8 to 12 hours, most passing off after 24. Alright? It's associated with some DMV, but for the most part, people report, again, tingling, numb, rashes, and uniquely with strong toxic food poisoning, a peppery taste in the mouth. So if you think, you know, if you're dealing with an outbreak, you think it's predominantly fish or shellfish. If it's shellfish, you should be thinking more norovirus, and possibly DSP, PSP. If it's the oily fish, I think we can forget about the norovirus and concentrate more on scromatotoxic food poisoning. About 60 cases a year, all right? But we've not massive fish eaters in this country compared to other countries, all right? So it's a rapid onset and, you know, hence rapid recovery. And the reason why I got the tins here is that the toxin is very heat stable, and it's even been associated with, you know, older fish. Histamine levels have been high. They've gone through a canning process, but the toxin has survived the canning process. And consequently, people have gone and eaten, you know, your tin mackerel and your tin sardines and all the rest of it, and gone on to get scromatotoxic food poisoning. Not necessarily with anything wrong with the canning. It was a poor product, quality-wise, right from the word go. So I might ask you in exams, tell me what the oily fish are. So salmon, tuna, herring, sardine, okay? Why are they an at-risk group? Because they're the scromatotoxic ones and so on. Histidine, histamine, 10 minutes, 3 hours, up to 24 hours, rapid onset, tingling, numbness, rash, some DMV, peppery sensation in the mouth. Okay?
So why are the fish naturally oily anyway?
Because, well, that's the way they are, you know. nature has given them. They're very healthy fish in some ways. If you're going to eat any fish stock, you go for the oily. High in omega-3, isn't it? They keep flogging that one. You know? That's what it say, is it?
It's also omega-3.
So that's pretty. Oh, the other one I've got there is something that, you know. Do you want anything you know about Gravlax?
Gravlax?
Yeah.
Curacao?
Yeah. Do you know where it originates from?
Sweden?
Yeah, Scandinavia. And what happened before they came over and did all the pillaging over here and so on? In the old thousands of years ago, they formulated a way of preserving fish. And if you look at Gravlax, it's a Scandinavian word, and you split it in two. Grav is Scandinavian for grave, alright? And lax is Scandinavian for salmon. And what they used to do is, they used to catch the salmon, lightly salt it, and bury it above the tide line. And by osmosis and so on, they extracted the water out, or the moisture rather, out of the product, and left a dry, cured product. Alright? And it's still in use today, but we don't bury it anymore on the beach. And you know, they do all sorts of, you know, that sort of version. They will cure it, they'll put salt and they'll put sugar, leave it for a few hours almost to marinate, let osmosis do its bit, you know, in your basic biology, remember, from a low to a high. And then they'll add things like dill to it, lemon juice. It's really nice. It's really a step up from ordinary smoked salmon. And then they can smoke it. I don't have to. I mean, have a look at the back, Barry. What does that one say? What have they done with?
Smoked salmon, slices with dill, lemon, pepper.
So yeah, they have smoked that one. Yeah, they're really nice because the flavour's just totally different in it. You know, rather than sort of be smoked.
Salt, dill, water, black pepper, sugar.
So the salt and the sugar is used for the osmosis to extract the moisture out of the product.
Sugar, lemon juice, black pepper.
Okay, so they put that in. It's really nice.